2020 has brought many questions with it. One of those questions is, what will give us a competitive advantage in a virtual world? We believe that GPS4Leaders is an answer. What we don't know. In America, for instance, there is an assumption that to be productive, you need to be seen as working hard. The idea is that showing up at the office, maybe even punching a time card, spending a long day doing things equals productivity. How will this change in a world of virtual meetings? We don't yet know. What we do know. Communication will change dramatically. Body language is the dominant means of communication. We communicate through tone, body language, and building trust more than words. Virtual meetings alone are not valid at building collaborative teams that are on the same page. GPS4Leaders is a new platform that helps build a more in-depth understanding of individual team members, as well as the effectiveness of the team. Doing all of this in a virtual world is complicated. How do you improve the understanding of body language when you're working together through a camera and screen from various parts of the world? The answer is in a one-on-one conversation. These direct person-to-person conversations are required to improve understanding. Without these direct conversations, no mutual ground will be reached. These skills can all be developed and improved if we know where to look and where to focus. GPS4Leaders provides real-time assessment and feedback on how best to interact with others, as well as how effective we are as a team. With GPS4Leaders, we can identify the conflict or misunderstanding. This will allow the members involved to spend time together. GPS4Leaders will guide this conversation, identifying strengths, weaknesses, potential misunderstandings, hot buttons that can create conflict and misunderstanding. GPS4Leaders will guide the one-on-one conversation to bring about a productive solution. GPS4Leaders can identify items where the team has disagreements. These disagreements can take the form of diffusion. Team members are all over the place in their assessment with no real focus or direction. Polarization. Teams seem to be divided into at least two camps. They have different beliefs on focus and direction. Outlier. Most of the team sees things as good, bad, or neutral, while one individual believes the opposite. Knowing where these disagreements reside in the overall team assessment will help focus the discussion. Again, having these discussions, even virtually, helps get the team on the same page and moving forward together. GPS4Leaders is a living, changing assessment. GPS4Leaders is not a one-and-done assessment that arrives as a nicely bound report that may be helpful at the moment, but then goes on the shelf and is soon forgotten. GPS4Leaders can be updated with whatever frequency the team sees as necessary, and plots the progress, or lack of, over time. So, what will give you a competitive advantage in this new, virtual world? GPS4Leaders